Where does the Iran war go?
I think at this point in time, where we are is that President Trump is desperate to get a settlement. He understands the economic consequences of this war going on for a few more months with the straits closed would be disastrous. He's got to get a deal. And not just simply for economic reasons, but for political reasons as well. The midterm elections are coming up, and he runs the great danger that if the economy is tanked by November, that both the House and the Senate will be run by the Democrats, and he will get impeached and found to be guilty. So he wants to avoid that. And of course, he wants to avoid crashing the international economy for obvious reasons. So he's desperate. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his actions. The problem that he faces is that he can't get the Iranians to accept what is, from an American and an Israeli point of view, a favorable deal. The Iranians are now in the driver's seat. The Iranians started this war on February 28th of this year in a much weaker position than they are in now. They've actually done quite well in the war. As we saw when they attacked Israel a few days ago. Here you have a situation where Israel did not attack Iran. Iran felt that it was free to attack Israel. And Iran has made it clear it's more than willing to go up the escalation ladder with us and with Israel. They feel like they're in the driver's seat. So the Iranians won't cut President Trump any slack. They won't give him a deal that'll allow him to walk away from this. And again, he's under ever-present pressure on the economic front to shut this one down. At the same time, the Israelis will not cooperate with him either. What Trump really wants to do is cut a deal that basically accepts the fact that Iran won. He can't change Iran's position, and he's got to accept the fact that Iran has won and cut a sweetheart deal for Iran. But the Israelis, under no circumstances, want him to do this. And Bibi is resisting. So what's happening here is Trump is being pushed from one side by Bibi, and he's being pushed on the other side by the inexorable forces of the international economy as it reacts to the shutdown straits, okay? So what's happening is that desperate Donald Trump is beginning to put pressure on the Israelis because he can't put pressure on the Iranians. He's putting pressure on the Israelis in ways that he's never done before. So he had this conversation where he said really terrible things about Prime Minister Netanyahu last Monday. This was on June 1st, right? And he's been really playing hardball with the Israelis in ways that we've not seen before. And you can tell that Bibi Netanyahu understands this. He understands that Trump is desperate and that Trump is putting real pressure on him. Now, Netanyahu has resisted to a large extent, not completely, but to a large extent up to now. But I would maintain that what's likely to happen as we move forward is that international economy is going to continue to put pressure on Trump. And because he can't put pressure on the Iranians who are in the driver's seat, he's going to put pressure on the Israelis in ways that he has never done before. So the question you have to ask yourself is, what is this growing conflict between the United States, and in particular Donald Trump, and Benjamin Netanyahu going to look like moving forward?
Thanks for watching. You can go to TuckerCarlson.com for our entire library of everything we've done, and we hope you will.